gentlemen.
Good morning.
What a delightful crowd we have here this morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ann Davis. I'm the Executive Director here at DreamWrights, and we welcome you to our program called StAGEs. This is a wonderful program. We started in 2015 and have continued on. And these people bring so much joy and laughter to our lives. I cannot thank you enough. Right now, you may have noticed we're under construction, so things are a little bit different. You have been so flexible and accommodating with all the changes we've thrown at you. We appreciate that very much, and you as well. You may have noticed as you were coming in, our restrooms are outside right now. So if you need to use the restroom, you're going to go the same way that you came in. There is a handicapped blue porta potty on the left that's flush with the ground, if you need that. Or there's trailers with a men's and a women's, which are really quite nice, in spite of the fact that they are outdoors. So please check those out. I'd like to thank AARP as sponsor for this program, as well as the Creative Impact Award through the Cultural Alliance. So let's give a hand to both of those organizations. In addition, if you are an AARP member, part of the support also gives you $1 off any ticket in the whole 2017 season to any of the shows that we offer here. So check that out and do come back. We'd love to have you come and see more of our shows. We have one more weekend of Peter Pan and Mary right here on this stage. So do come back next weekend and check that out. It's a delightful show. It's written by a local wonderful playwright, Paige Hope. It's also, this is the premiere of this particular performance, so be part of that and come back. What else do you need to know? You know where to go to get out of here. After this sharing of what these wonderful humans have created in 10 short weeks, we invite you to a brief reception out in the lobby. Talk to them, learn more about it. We will be offering another round in the fall in September. So if you think, oh, this was pretty neat, I might like to do that, then you can ask these guys and they'll convince you. Now I would like to introduce Renee Moore, our instructor for this, and also Randy Flom down here has also been with us the whole time doing videography for us. Renee?
Please let's give a round of applause for Randy as well. He has really done a lot for us. All right, so yes, my name is Renee Morris, and I was the teaching artist for the last series of StAGEs classes, which has been the last 10 weeks. We've been meeting every Monday morning from 10 a.m. to noon, and we would just like to share with you today basically the things that we have been doing in class. We do a lot of improvisation, we do a lot of structured improvs, we have some warm-ups to share with you today, and we have a very, very special treat for you today. We are doing our first ever lip sync. So I hope it has a lot of your favorite songs and that you can dance along with us or sing along with us if you like. All right, so without further ado, take it away, Beth.
I'm busy Liz, I is.
I'm Kathy Bathy. I'm Sensational Susan.
They call me Biscuit.
I'm Mighty Mike.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Shabam. I'm Frivolous Phyllis.
Cookie Kathy.
I am Kidding Kissy.
And
we're StAGEs Unhinged.
Mary, who really are we?
We're a group of adults 50 and older who love to have fun and explore our creativity.
What do we do? All we do is laugh, laugh, and more laugh.
And why do we do this?
Just for the fun of it.
Great. We'd like to start out by sharing some of the warm-ups we do every class. As actors, we want to warm up our speech and articulation skills. We want to warm up our bodies to be expressive for the back row. And we also want to warm up our voices for the back row and also for our high voice and our low voice. So we're going to start today with our speech and articulation exercise. This also will show off the wonderful memorization skills of our group.
1 hand.
2 ducks, quack, quack.
3 squawking geese.
4 limerick oysters from Ireland.
5 corpulent porpoises.
6 pairs of Don Alverzo's tweezers.
7,000 Macedonians in full battle array.
8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt.
9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity toward procrastination and sloth.
Lyrical, spherical, diabolical, denizens of the deep, who haul, stall around the corner of the quo, of the quay, of the quivering, all at the same time.
Nice job. All right, we'd like to go to our physical warm-up, and we would also like all of you to participate as you feel best. You may stand up if you like, or you can also participate sitting down. But we'll be keeping an eye out to see if you're following along. All right? So anybody who would like to stand up, go ahead and stand up and join us. If you want to stay seated, that's okay too. No problem. And just follow along. This is all fun. All right? Okay. Here we go. Big body. Take up space. Yes, as actors, we want to take up space. Yes, very good. Little body. Make yourself nice and small. Tiny people. Excellent. Good. Big face, big body. Yes. Look at those big faces. Wonderful. Excellent. Good. Little face, little body. Yes, tiny face. Turn up the face, tiny body. Excellent. Very good. Okay, now listen to this one. Big body. Big face with sound. Fabulous. Little body, little face with sound. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. All right. You can stay standing for our next one if you like, or you may sit down. This is our final warm-up that we do at the beginning of every class, and this is to warm up our voices. So we're going to start with our lower register, and we're going to work up into our highest register, and then we're going to work our whole way back down. So just follow along and have some fun. Everybody, hands on the knees, and we're going to say, zoo. Good. Hands on the hips. Whoa. Very good. Point at your ribs. Very good. One hand in front, one fist in back. Nice and strong like a warrior. Go! Excellent. Good. Nice and easy. Ma. Good. Funny. Fa. Excellent. Perfect. Ha. Good. And ba. Dave. Pay. Key.
Whatever it is you need to do on the spot.
That's right, so not rehearsed. Whatever comes out, comes out. So it's pretty exciting, and you never know what's going to happen. So our first game is called What Are You Doing? And Suzanne is going to explain and start this game for you.
Hi. Okay. In this game of What Are You Doing, we use 2 characters, and the first member will start the game off by creating a silent scene of something that they are actually doing at the minute. So they may be doing this, sweeping the floor. and they will not be saying anything. Another member will come up and say, "What are you doing?" And I will say, "I am brushing my hair." And then that character will take on the scene of brushing their hair, and another one will join in, and so it goes on that way. So we will start off this scene by,
What are you doing?
I am washing the dishes.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm brushing my teeth.
What are you doing? Playing golf.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm playing tennis.
Tennis.
What are you doing?
I'm playing with my hula hoop.
Just what are you doing?
I'm sewing.
What are you doing?
I'm kicking a ball.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing the jig.
And
Great job. Our next improv game is called Change. And in this improvisation, we're going to have Mike and Kissy, and we're going to have Susan is going to be our trickster. In this game, you're going to give us a location and a relationship for our two actors. They're going to start playing the scene. And then Susan, at different points, as the trickster, she's going to say after one of the actors finishes a line, change. So for example, the actor might say, I'm going to the grocery store. And if Susan says change, the person would have to then say, I'm going to the stables. And every time the trickster says change, the actors have to change what they just said. All right? So, do we have a place? Where are these lovely actors? Where are they?
Richmond, Virginia.
They are in Richmond, Virginia. Good. So a historical location.
Wow.
Excellent spot. Okay. And what is their relationship? Are they friends? Are they neighbors? Mom and dad?
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm having a nice vacation. A little trip to Richmond, Virginia. All right. Here we go.
Honey, now that we're in Richmond, would you like to go see the Confederate Museum?
Change.
Would you like to go see the harbor?
I would rather just travel around and decide among other things instead of just deciding right away we're going to go to those two things. I'd like to know the whole picture.
Change.
Well, okay, I've decided that we'll go to the harbor.
Well, I think it's going to be a nice night. There's going to be a moon.
Change.
I think it's going to be a rainy night. It might even sleet.
Oh, well, this is such a cold winter day. Well, it's a little bit warmer than I thought.
Well, I guess we can go up on the upper deck of the boat then. I guess we can go down into the deep bowels of the boat and row.
Whatever. Oh.
I think we can change the changer.
Excellent. All right, so you've gotten to see a little bit of our comedic abilities. We're also going to share with you some of our dramatic abilities today. This next series of scenes, they are called structured improvs. So they are partially practice and partially improv. In this scene, I asked all the participants in the class to bring an object into the class that was very important or special to them, something that had a lot of meaning for them. And from that, we created scenes with 3 people, 3 characters in each scene. Now, the twist in this scene is that the characters are not interacting with each other. What we hear in the improvisation are the inner thoughts, the inner going monologue or thoughts of each of these characters in a given moment. So, we hope you enjoy these scenes. We're going to do 3 of them for you. The first one that we're going to do today, I hope you will like, it is Kitsy's Frog. And Kitsy will be explaining a little bit of why she chose this item, and then we'll take a look at the scene.
In the year 2000, I drove to Florida to see my sister who was ill. My sister's name is Beatrice, and my niece's name is Kay. And so I arrived and I said to my sister, "It's St. Patrick's Day. How are you doing? I brought you a gift. I stopped at the gift shop down below. Do you remember the frog that we had in our home when we were growing up? It was a doorstop, and we would move it from place to place. If it was in the kitchen, it would either steam out of the kitchen while Mother was cooking. And so, I just wanted to bring you the frog to remind you of our childhood days."
It's so nice to hear Mom and Aunt Dolores talking about the old days. Makes me realize what my mother did for me so that I would have things. They led a hard life. But they're together now, and I'm glad for this time together with all of us.
It was so nice to have company today, Mom and Kay, and I know they had better things to do than come and see me, so I was really delighted. And I do remember that old frog. He used to sit by the kitchen door on the floor, and I'd trip over it all the time. It doesn't feel like it's heavy enough to be this guy in there today. They said they'd come back again, maybe next week. I wish I had something to give them when they come back. Maybe we'll just look at some pictures and say a little prayer together.
So, I returned to Pennsylvania. And both my niece Kay and I had a frog because the frog was passed to Kay. And we both enjoy the friendship and love that was accomplished during those 2 weeks that I spent in Florida at her house. And we accomplish that now with phone calls and visits. And we are both very grateful.
Great. Our next inner monologue scene is Phyllis and the Angel.
Thank you. Vertigo. So everybody knows what's wrong with you. I mean, that's one of the things. About 20 years ago, I had major cancer surgery. And needless to say, when you wake up the next day, you see a lot of tubes and wires and all kinds of things hanging around you to keep you moving. Well, my grandson, who was 5 years old, wanted to come to see me. So his mother brought him along. And he looked at me and he was very confused about all these things. And I tried to tell him they were things that were going to make me well. And so he was a little upset about those, and then he told his mom, he said, I'd like to get her a gift to make her feel better. So that's what they did. He came back the next day, and he gave me a package, and when I opened it up, here was an angel. And I said, oh, that is so nice. Why did you bring me this little angel? Was it yours, or did I see this before? He said, no. He said, we just bought it. He said, I remember when you took me to Sunday school, that we learned about angels and how they look out for you and watch over you. And he said, you need to have one hanging over you. Well, this has been hanging over my bed for 20 years. Take it down once in a while to dust it, and I didn't do a good job. It's all over my black pants. But anyway, that was such a wonderful thing that that little boy remembered that from church. And he thought that that would be the thing that would make me well. And I'm sure that it did. He's a sweetie.
Boy, Nanny doesn't look very good here. In this hospital bed, wires and tubes. Mommy says she's not going to go to heaven anytime soon. I sure hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. She makes such great cookies. Who's going to bake cookies if she goes to heaven? She are not going to go to heaven. Mommy said no. Maybe since there's no cookies at home, Mommy will take me for ice cream. You know, ice cream with sprinkles. Oh, I hope she doesn't go. I like her cookies.
My goodness. Phil looks so tiny in that bed. Oh. And that's Spencer. Our little boy is so sweet. I cannot believe how thoughtful you've been. At such a little age. We are so proud of that.
And it worked. I'm here.
Great, and our final inner monologue scene is Kathy and the composition book.
This composition book is a treasure to me. It was my grandmother's. And she wrote it when she was 14 years old. It has essays and her diary, dated 1900. And it was during Christmas week. And one of the things she did was she was very active in her Lutheran church, St. Paul's in York Haven. She sang on the choir, taught Sunday school, played the piano. So she and her best friend were going to have sing a solo or sing a duet during the Christmas season, and she was really, really nervous. I'm so nervous. I know I've practiced. I know Anne has practiced too, but this is a special night, and Reverend Chrisman said we better do well because he had heard us before and he didn't think it was such a hot number. So we got to do it, but you know, I looked out the window and it was snowing of all times. Well, it was Christmas Eve no less. And I know the horse and buggy was not going to get up that hill, so that meant we had to leave early and get to church early so we could at least practice one more time. But I had to clean the pantry again before I left.
Oh, I hope I get it right. Oh, and those notes are so high, and my voice, it squeaks. Oh, I hope I don't get a cold. Oh, my gosh. And Annie is so good. She has such a pretty voice. Oh, I want my family to be so proud of me. Oh, but you know what? This is fun. Lots of fun.
My granddaughter plays the piano beautifully, but I really need my little earphone here in order to hear her better. The trumpet does help, but she does play beautifully, but I don't hear it well enough. But Amy does a beautiful job. She's very good at singing, but then she sits closer to me so I can hear her better. The one I'm really concerned about is Annie. Annie, I hope she's finished her chores today, because it is Christmas and we must have a clean house. She's been working hard, and I am hoping that she will be done, because on Christmas, as we all know, cleanliness is next to godliness, and we must have cleanliness.
All right, now we'll go back to another improvisation game. This game is called Line Insert, and we're going to have Beth and Mary will be performing this scene for us. In this scene, the actors will pick a situation out of the hat. They have no idea what they're going to pick out. Once they have their situation, in this hat, there are lines, pre-written lines. Each actor, we're going to pick 3 lines that they also do not know what they consist of. And at any point within the scene, they will pull out that line and interject that into the scene. So let's see how this goes.
Customer complaining to chef about a meal in a busy restaurant. This is the worst steak I ever had.
Well, have you ever been here before?
No, this is my first time, and I think it might be my last.
Oh, my goodness, we can't have that.
Well,
Now, what was wrong with the steak?
we cannot go on like this.
Well, we still have to be able to know what was wrong with the steak so that we can take it, correct it.
It's tough, it's black, I asked for it to be rare, and you know what? I've been considering vegetarianism, and you have tipped me over the edge.
Oh, my goodness. Well, could you pass the knife, please? Just pass the knife, and then well.
That's very unusual for the customer to have to provide the chef with a knife, but okay.
Well, we want to make it so that you really, really enjoy coming here, because we would like to have you come again, particularly if you will smile.
I always get nervous when this happens.
Well, let's see what would be next. Oh, my goodness. Oh. I'm pregnant!
Hallelujah! It's a miracle!
Well, maybe I won't be here for so long.
I'm sorry, I haven't been listening to a word you said.
Well, maybe that's just as well. Because the walls are closing in.
All right, next up we created some scenes based off of some Norman Rockwell paintings. If you're curious about the paintings, you'll be able to see them up on that screen over there. And the first one I like to call Girl with a Black Eye. And in these Norman Rockwell scenes, the actors had an added challenge. They had to incorporate 5 different ingredients into the scene. They had to have a line that was repeated 3 times, a stage whisper, a shout, a moment of dance, and a moment of laughter. So let's see how our actors do incorporating these scenes into the picture. First up, we have Beth, Phyllis, and Mike.
you next time. I'll get you next time. I'll get you next time.
My goodness, I am going to speak to Dr. Patterson. He's our principal, and I've got to find out what we do with you.
He started it.
Who started it? Oh, well, I don't know. You got that shiner on your tie?
Yeah, look at
Yes, look at it, and you got your shoes are not tied, your socks are falling down, and you look a mess. Do you want us to call your mother again?
it. He hit me first.
Why are you smiling? Oh, Dr. Patterson, I do hope that you have some solution for this. We can't go on with her acting this way. She thinks she's so smart because she has won the fight.
Well, we'll check her file.
Oh, good, that's the solution.
He hit me again, twice.
Well, Dr. Patterson said the word. Everything is over.
You know what I did? I hit him right back.
All right, our next Norman Rockwell scene is titled Sitting on a Trunk. And for this one, we have Dolores and Mike. We're going to bring a trunk out. So hang on a second.
Oh, train stations are so boring.
You know, it's your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Kitsy.
It is not my fault. It's not my fault. It is not my fault.
Oh.
Just because the show closed.
The show closed because you and the other chorus members couldn't dance.
I don't know how you can say that. Do you know that the chorus practiced for about 6 weeks until we found out that half of the chorus has 2 left feet?
Well, you were better than some of them.
Oh, that's nice of you to say that. How about practicing that dance step before the train comes?
Okay, come on. We got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Ready?
Okay. Okay, how's that? Am I following you?
I think you have the 2 left feet also.
And our final Norman Rockwell scene is the ladies driving, and that is Mary and Pat.
I can't believe it, we're finally on our way.
Oh, we are on our way.
Oh, it's about time. We've waited for this trip for a long time.
Well, let's not get too excited. We need to figure out exactly where we're going here.
That one is north.
This
No,
one?
no, the other side.
Oh.
That's north.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then it looks like you probably just keep going straight here about 7 or 20 miles.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's listen to the radio, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Oh my gosh!
All right, so we're going to get set up for the last portion of our sharing with you this morning. We have a lip sync for you, and we'll start by watching a lip sync video introduction, kind of like they do on American Idol or on some of the reality TV shows to set us up. Okay?
We're going to work on the lip sync thing today. You each have a script. It will help bridge that gap that you're actually not the person who's singing. Feel free to write. I always, like with staging, you'll write notes to help you remember. You can take the scripts home with you and say, okay, at this point I move downstage right. Does anybody know where downstage right is?
Tight, 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 tight. Oh, right behind, yes.
Interacting with each other.
I saw a demonstration of the very first group, and it looked like people were having so much fun on stage that I wanted to be a part of it.
StAGEs means joy. StAGEs means future. And StAGEs means friends.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I never did any kind of improv at all. So quite simply to find out that I could do it was shocking and surprising to me.
Because you're not singing, you can vocalize. There can be like a, oh my, you know, really girly, super, super girly.
Your C should be this way so that it looks like a C from the audience. So the other way, you're going to go that direction.
Gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. He was the famous trumpet man from Montreal, playing. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the loud man at his craft. But then his son came on, then he was on the scrap. He's in the army now, a total reveille. He's the boogie bugle boy from Belize. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga Juju? Yes, yes, track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. 'Cause that's the night that my sweetie and I dance cheek to cheek.
Got no diamonds, got no pearls. Still, I think I'm a lucky girl. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You cry all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You cry all the time. Well, you ain't nothing but a man. You ain't no friend of mine.
Yes, we do. That's when I fell for the fear of the pack.
Watching my eyes,